Okay, we have our next speaker. We're moving right along here. Is Karina Cunha from medicine with the talk, Fake News as Therapeutic Strategy.
Hi everyone, I'm Karina and I study how cells talk to each other. To explain that, I'm proposing a very simple scenario that is actually happening right now. We are all in this room sitting and we are not moving much. Now imagine that you want to talk to your friend. If your friend is close to you, you can talk to them directly. But if your friend is across the room, you would need to send a message, for example, a text message. So cells, they do the same thing. If a cell is close to another cell, they are going to communicate directly. But if a cell is far away from the other cell, they will need to send a message. And I study this kind of message. Most of my time, I'm trying to understand what distant cells are saying to each other through those messages. Turns out that those messages are so important that they need to be protected by small capsules that we call extracellular vesicles. Every cell in our body can release those vesicles, and once they are released, other cells can pick them up, open them, release the message, read the message, and do something about it. So the message often leads to an action inside the cell that just received them. A game changer in our field was the discovery that the message that the cells are sending reflect their state, meaning that a healthy cell is going to send a good message that is going to influence other cells in a positive way. However, if we are undergoing a certain type of diseases, our cells is going to send a bad message that is going to influence other cells in a negative way, normally helping with the disease progression. But we can change that. If we study and understand what a good and what a bad message is, we can try to send a message that does not reflect reality, tricking the cells, making the cells behave the way that we want them to. And I do exactly that by treating one of the major features of obesity called insulin resistance, a condition where insulin does not work. And if you don't treat, you are prone to have diabetes. So for example, I can take extracellular vesicles containing mostly good messages from lean, healthy animals and use those vesicles to treat obese animals that are also resistant to insulin. With the treatment, the obese animals can now respond to insulin, meaning that the insulin is working again as you would if the animals were lean, but they are still obese. So by giving obese animals a message, a good message that does not reflect at all what is happening during obesity, we were able to treat insulin resistance. So here we have a very rare case where providing fake news is not really that bad and can lead to a therapeutic strategy. So we can treat disease with those vesicles. And we are doing that. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Karina.